Hey Subbies, we're going to be doing a library haul today. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and click the notification bell to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on every one of my amazing uploads. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's get into this library haul. We adopted 5 special needs foster kids. The inspiring true story of how an absolutely crazy idea led to one very big happy family. A powerful memoir about the joys and pains of making a family. In 2008, Anne and Dan made the life-altering decision to start a family in their mid-40s, and inspired by various stories they had heard, the couple decided to adopt special needs children through foster care. Not wanting to separate siblings, Anne and Dan eventually grew their family to 7. First with the adoption of Jimmy and Ruby, and then Jason, Susie, and Anthony. But the transition was not without its challenges. The children aged 5 to 10 years old had been neglected, abused, and diagnosed with behavioral, cognitive, medical, and psychiatric conditions. None of them could be treated medically. Their first months in their new home were intense, overwhelming, and on occasion violent. With numerous outbursts and incidents, Anne and Dan's patience and resolve were constantly tested. But slowly, when surrounded with stability, warmth, compassion, and love, the children settled in and became a family. I hope you enjoy this book just as much as I did. I'm really excited to review all of these amazing books that I've gotten from the library. This is The Last Sister by Kendra Elliott. 20 years ago, Emily Mill's father was murdered, and she found his body hanging in the backyard. Her younger sister, Madison, claimed she was asleep in her room. Her older sister, Tara, claimed she was out with friends. The tragedy drove their mother to suicide and Tara to leave town forever. The killer was caught, the case closed. Ever since, Emily and Madison have tried to forget what happened that night, until an eerily similar murder brings it all back. It also brings FBI Special Agent Xander Wells to the Oregon logging town. As eager as he is to solve the brutal double slaying, he is just as intrigued when the mystery of Emily's and her sister's past. I can't wait to review this book as well. It is definitely a book that I won't be putting down easily. My favorite kind. This here is Hiding from Reality by Taylor Armstrong. Reality hit Taylor Armstrong hard one tragic evening in August when she found the body of her estranged husband, Russell, hanging in the California home. Fans across the country were shocked at the horrific news of his death, and even more shocked to discover that behind the glittering reality of Taylor's life on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills lurked a painful story of emotional and physical abuse that she had been terrified to tell. To the outside world, the Armstrongs lived like royalty, throwing lavish parties, including memorable tea parties for their daughter's 4th birthday, and mingling with their privileged housewife co-stars. It was impossible to hide the cracks in their marriage from the cameras forever, though in their dark secrets soon began to seep through the gilded facade. I'm really excited to be reviewing this book. I was completely intrigued and extremely grateful that the library had a copy that I could check out. The last book that I got is a Stephen King phone book size book, as you can tell. Not for a bit of light reading. It is She Had a Broken Thing Where Her Heart Should Be by J.D. Barker. Look at this beautiful cover. After the loss of his parents, young Jack Thatch first met Stella as a child. This cryptic little girl of 8 with dark hair and darker eyes, sitting alone on a bench in the cemetery, clutching her favorite book. Gone moments later, the brief encounter would spark an obsession. She'd creep into his thoughts, and his eyes waking moment until he finally finds her again exactly 1 year later, sitting upon the same bench, only to disappear again soon after. Isolated and locked away from the world in a shadowy lab, a little boy knows only as Subject D, waits, grows, learns. He is permitted to speak to no one. He has never known the touch of another, harboring a power so horrific. Those in control will never allow him beyond their walls. All of them linked in ways unimaginable. And I certainly didn't check this out for a bit of light reading, but it is going to be an amazing book that I can't wait to delve into, and even more excited to be able to review. I'm really glad that I got to share my wonderful library haul with you. Comment down below what your favorite books are that you've checked out at the library. I'd love to know. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on every one of my amazing uploads. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And be sure you're also following me on my social media. My Twitter is Comedy Addict. My Instagram is Comedy Creation. I can't wait to see you in the next video, subbies. Until then, sensational smiles go for miles. Be sure to subscribe and stay a while. See you in my next video. Bye, subbies.